end up in page 3. Can we get the response? Maybe if maybe the response is not ready now, we will proceed with other questions. Then I will get an indication if the response is ready for question on page 2. Let's move to the third question on page 4.
Speaker,
Councillor Mthatho?
we would like to know why you are moving to the third question when the second question has not been answered. Because I think you and I know that this question was submitted timelessly for officials to be able to respond, to give necessary response. So I don't understand why is it that we are not giving answers here now.
Yeah, if I knew the reasons, I would have provided those reasons. Hence, I'm saying I will give them an opportunity once they are indicating to me that they are ready to respond. Oh, okay, thank you, thank you. It means the question on page 2, we do have a response now. Then we get a response, please.
Ngiyabonga Speaker. Kwimbuzo ebuziwe kwi-Presidential Employment Program. I-answer yokuqala, the PEP program has commenced with effect from 1st May 2022 with different projects having different commencement dates. Number 2, 293 million rands. Number 3, in light of the challenges being experienced by the municipality due to the delay and other challenges, the municipality has made a request to National Treasury to roll over the funds. We are awaiting confirmation. Number 4, there is no truth to the allegations. Number 5, people being invited to register.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Councillor Vice.
Mr. Speaker, the rule says that the Speaker or the relevant chair of the portfolio should be responding. Who is the Speaker, Chair? I'm sorry, I don't know the Speaker.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're
Councillor.
supposed not.
Thank you,
even to
Councillor
know.
Brady,
Ngiyaqhubeka, Speaker.
but the members of the committee have a right as well to assist council in providing answers. Therefore, the speaker is correct to respond because she's a member of the relevant subcommittee. Proceed with the answers.
Ngiyabonga Somlomo ke ngiqhubeka. People are being invited to register for the relevant projects. It should be noted the program would benefit 10,500 people and included 2,200 individuals from the existing EPWP and agriculture projects. Number 6, the plan was to engage the individuals for 5 months and the municipality is still committed to that. Number 7, the implementation plan needed to be amended to ensure the program was compliant with the MFMA regulations. This has resulted in a delay. The last one, there are multiple programs that are being implemented and will be amended on an ongoing basis to deal with the significant challenges being faced by the municipality. Ngiyabonga Somlomo.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let's get now the response on page 4, a question from Councillor Mackenzie.
Thank you, Somlomo. Somlomo, before responding to the questions, I need to bring to the attention of council that in the Community Services Committee, the whip is Councillor Ayanda Ndlovu, not Councillor Mackenzie. Councillor Mackenzie is a DA deployed councillor in the Community Services committee. So in response to question 1, for District 1, we have 1 tractor that is operational and 3 that are not operational. District 2, 4 operational, 10 not operational. District 3, 5 operational, 12 not operational. District 4, 11 operational, 9 not operational.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. I'm sorry to do this, but I think, do I have the floor, Mr. Speaker? It's a point of order.
Yes.
Mr.
Councillor
Speaker, I would advise all my colleagues to please go through the rules. Where a question relates to the functioning of a particular committee, that question can be put to the chair of that committee and a response can be got at that committee. And where it does not pertain to a committee, you can get that response from the city manager directly. So I don't know why we are wasting the time of this council by answering questions which ought to have been answered in the committee. And to make matters worse, the person that raises this question belongs to the committee where the person can get the answer. So this is, I think this is just grandstanding of some sort. I want to quote Nicole Graham, who often says, let's not politic, let's get to the business of council work. And I take her advice. I think her own members must do the same. And now that they voted against the budget, they have no right to ask about how our monies are going to be spent here.
Yeah, thank you, Councillor Reti, for reminding us about that part. But Councillor Reti, because already we have already made a decision that we are going to respond to this question, I will therefore request that we provide answers to all the questions that were asked by honorable councillors. Proceed, Councillor Stoller.
Thank you, Speaker. District 6, 2 that are operational and 4 not operational. District 7, 2 operational, 1 not operational. District 8, 16 operational, 45 not operational. District 9, 13 operational, 13 not operational. District 10, nothing operational, and 1 non-operational. Response number 2. For District 1, there are 16 brush cutters that are operational, 10 that are not. District 2, 50 operational, 50 that are not. District 3, 20 operational, 84 that are not. District 4, 38 operational, 45 not. District 5, 3 operational, 30 not. District 6, 6 operational, 51 not. District 7, 40 operational, 30 not. District 8, 45 operational, 47 not. District 9, 60 operational, 2 not. District 10, 15 operational, 25 not. We have 59 operational tractors and 239 operational brush cutters. 4, availability of spares due to delay in SCM contracts and limited budget. There is no formal contract of supplies and service provider. All work orders are done via 3-code system. Challenges behind some spares can only be sourced overseas. 5, we have a 1 cherry picker that is operational and none not operational. For District 2, we do not have any cherry pickers and we have got 2 that are non-operational. For District 3, we have 1 operational, 1 not operational. District 4, 1 operational, 1 not. District 5, we have 5 operational and nothing is not. District 6, 1 operational, 1 not. District 7, 1 operational, 1 not. District 8, we do not have cherry pickers. We have got 1 that is not operational. District 9, 2 operational and none not operational. For District 10, we have nothing. Number 6, in-house staff is supervised as per set of standards. Some areas were cut by blades, could be slightly longer than the set standard. Veg co-ops have also a set standard height to cut as per scope of work. 262 co-ops require intense supervision. However, the challenge is that we only have 3 contract officers. Number 7, due to the grass cutting contract scope of work, cut and leave, rake off the road onto the veg. To prevent this, the department has proposed work that will include cut, rake and remove. A report was sent. Number 8, the district staff complement. For District 1, we have got 240, District 2, 179, District 3, 263, District 4, 183, District 5, 250, District 6, 128, District 7, 247, District 8, 235, District 9, 274, District 10, 340. Question 8, response to question 8. Nylon is the stock item obtained from MMB. SCM contracts not being prepared and awarded timeously. There is no contract in place. The nylon contract is with CFO for approval. 10, aging plants and equipment. There is no replacement due to limited budget. Critical positions on responsibility allowances like managers and drivers, tedious SCM processes and limited budget, theft of brush cutters and machinery during lockdown and 2021 looting, delays from workshop with regards to repairs and machinery budget cuts. Question 11, response yakhona. Proper budgeting and planning in terms of SCM tender processes, decentralization of SCM, refilling of vacant SPOs, facility assistance and general assistance position. Council to avail budget for 12 cutting cycles and to change the scope of work from cut and leave to cut, rake and remove. Budget to purchase new tractors and small plant equipment, transfer of grass cutting function and budget to PRC as per council resolution, Department of Transport transfer grass cutting budget to enable PRC to cut grass on provincial roads.
The questions start from page 5 to page 6 from Councillor Kavenda. May I have the response? Councillor Madlala.
Yeah, siyabonga Speaker. Nazi impendulo. Umuntu obhala question ukhona Speaker. Mengekho so cela ukuphendula mhlazana ekhona asifuna aphinde sibuze.
Or is Councillor Kavenda?
No, Speaker, Councillor Kavenda wrote to you requesting that I take over her questions.
Konqadi.
Yes, Ikon.
Hayi miyekeni mntakanyambo sengizomphendula ngimnike 1.1 the vacancy rate for 1.1 December 2020 13.80%. 1.2 December 2021 10.45%. March 2022 10.40%. The average vacancy rate for an organization is 10%. eThekwini municipality is close to meeting this target. We are working very hard. Number 2, the names of the units listed above are according to the current names of the units within eThekwini municipality. 2.1, electricity, 206 vacancies. Water and sanitation,
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Councillor Viswen.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, you see, I want to draw, and I hope our legal person is there. Let me draw your attention to the rules, right? And we're referring to section 27, because you stated that the questions are in terms of section 27 of the rules.
They are.
If you go to section 27, specifically subsection 3, it says that a question to solicit information which can be gotten through the Access to Information Act must be directed to the municipal manager, number one. And then if you go to item 15, it says, a councillor who has submitted a question in terms of sub-rules 1 and 3 and who has not received a response from the municipal manager within 14 days must bring the question before the council. This is a question that should not have been brought to the council in the first instance. Your office should have directed that this should have been sent to the city manager, and if the councillor did not get a response within to council, Mr. Speaker, that is in terms of the rules.
Let's allow
So
him
your
to finish.
office should have
We'll come.
declared that this question was the city manager. It's to solicit information from the city manager. It doesn't even fit in any one of the committees over here. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Reti, Babumchato. Oh, I can see that Babumchato, then you'll be the next after that. Babumchato.
These questions and notice of motion followed all the necessary processes submitted to your office, and I do know that your office does engage legal to see and confirm if those questions are competent to serve before council.
I don't know what they're doing.
So I'm not sure, this question from Visvin, whether he is questioning the competence of your legal unit, because they are here because they followed the right procedures and processes for them to serve here. Can we please, if you want to entertain Visvin's nonsense, please don't do that at our expense.
Mr. Speaker,
But-
that is
no,
out
but-
of order.
but
This councillor must behave in the decorum expected in this council
Councillor
chamber.
Reti, please.
For
Councillor
one,
Reti.
I'm not casting aspersions on him
Councillor
or his
Reti,
councillor.
can you
It's
please
your
switch
legal
that mic?
department.
Yes, switch
So
that
you must
mic,
listen
please.
very carefully to what I'm saying.
Councillor Reti, please. You see, councillors, if I'm giving you a chance to address council through myself, you must assist us by providing causing unnecessary chaos. I noted that hand, then Councillor Sabel will be the last.
Thank you.
I will guide council on the matter.
Yeah.
Ozama.
Thank you, Chair.
Thanks, Councillor. Then Councillor Sabel will be the next last.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we've tried submitting questions to committees, and we've tried manager. And in our previous term, when Councillor Reddy was not a councillor here, we had lashback from the ANC of motions in committees and through the city manager. Hence, our submitting questions and notice of motions through council. So Councillor Reddy must do his homework before coming to council and raising objections and rules of order and all of that. He must do his homework first before coming here and making a big noise. And who's misbehaving now,
Stick to the
Mr.
content.
Speaker?
Debate on the content.
Thank
Don't
you,
get
Councillor
personal,
Sabelo.
please.
Sorry, Councillor Sabel.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I think we must get legal to advise us. What Councillor Visvian is saying seems to be the rules. And therefore, we can't be in a council meeting that does not follow the rules. But to get a bottom line to this, and for us to get a way forward, moving forward from today, I think legal must play its role and advise us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the, no, Councillor Sabel was the last speaker because I noted all hands. I noted everyone who raised their hands before. Now I don't want, because of these proposals, to start another debate. Let's allow that. Councillor Sabel was the last person. Councillors, yes, Umelusi is going to speak on the item, But I want to confirm something that Melo says to comment on it as well, while it's giving council a guidance. It has been a practice or a norm that when we receive questions, we take those questions to legal, we take those questions to relevant unit. Relevant unit will draft and prepare responses in consultation with the chairs of relevant committees. Then council will then get responses from members of that particular subcommittee to a question asked. That has been a practice, but thank you for allow.
Question posed. If you look at Rule 27(1), it says any councillor may submit a question concerning any matter relating to the effective performance or administration of the municipality's functions. And there was also a reference by Councillor Reddy to 27(3), which says a question to solicit information, including information which may be obtained through Access to Information Act, which is PAIA, and other legislation must be directed to the municipal manager. Now, the first inquiry is whether this question on page 5 seeks to solicit information on the effective performance of the municipal functions. In my view, if there is a question about critical vacancies in service delivery units, that seems to go onto the effective administration performance of the duties, and I think it qualifies under 27(1). My interpretation of 27(3), it deals with the request for information of some agreement. It's a document that you can request through PAIA. It doesn't have to be something that comes to council. Then you direct that request for information to the municipal manager. But I want to end, Speaker, by drawing the councillor's attention to Rule 27(8), which says where councillors are submitted to council in terms of this rule, the speaker must forward a copy of every question to the chairperson of the relevant committee and the municipal manager, who must ensure that a response is given at the next council meeting. So when a question is submitted to the speaker, it is submitted to the council. And what the speaker has done is he has referred the questions to the municipal manager as well as to the chairpersons of the relevant committees. And at the moment, what we are dealing with, we are receiving responses to those questions. So in my view, and it's my well-considered and educated view, we are in line with what the rules provide for. We may proceed.
It's accepted, Mr. Speaker. The legal opinion is
Yeah,
accepted.
thank you very much. Let's allow Councillor Mandlala to proceed.
Moving with speed, 2.2, Water and Sanitation Unit 313, Roads and Stormwater, it's unclear there. Engineering Unit 224, now we are on item 2.6, Fire and Security, particularly Metropolis and Fire Department respectively. Fire and Emergency 468, Security Management Unit 44, Metropolis 290. Then we are on item 3, 3.1, Mechanical Engineers, 3.2, Civil Engineers, 3.3, Professional Technologists, 3.4, Architects, 3.5, Electricians, 3.6, Water Technicians, 3.7, Medical Officer, 3.8, Water Distribution Officer, 3.9, DSW Law Enforcement, Leaching Plant Operators, Technicians, Technologists, Engineers, Senior Managers. Question 4. Numbers is 469 altogether. Question 4. Staff receiving an acting allowance is 71. Staff receiving responsibility allowance, it's 981. Item 5. Yeah. Item 5. No units have a moratorium. 5.1, 5.2. Still no units have a moratorium, no units have a moratorium, and no units have a moratorium. Then we move to essential services in item 6. Overtime spent for period 2020, 2021. Yeah, is that number? Yeah, I wanna have a good look at it because it's written in digits. Now I don't know what. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's 1,181,350. Billion. Yeah, 1 billion. Yeah, a billion. Yes. Yeah, it's actually 1 billion. Yeah, it's 1,181,350,431 rand 83 cents. Ow. Even banks write these things in names, not numbers, in words, I mean. Right, let's continue. Angithi ngiyabona ke. Ngisathukile nami. Item 7. 107 employees suspended. Item 8. 8.1, there are 2,842 funded vacancies as of 12 May 2022. 8.2, there are 14,046 unfunded vacancies. No. Something is wrong here. Sabel, ozobuka le number vet.
14,046.
There are 14,000 unfunded vacancies. It's 14,046. Yeah, young two sinambi nkulu. When will the organogram, okay, all organograms are updated. That's item 9, item 10, as and when required. I think that was the last question.
Yeah, thank you, Councillor Mandlala,
Let me ngisho caucus siyenze, guys.
for those responses. We'll now move to page 7. We need a response from a question from Councillor Kuzwayo. No, this is Zamani, not Ntando. This is Zamani, Deputy Mayor.
Speaker, thank you. Ekuqaleni besubmit response ebhaliwe, is that what they still prefer or they want me to read it? We do have a written response.
If you have a written response, you can just summarize to council with an intention to respond to these specific questions.
Thank you, Speaker. It's quite a detailed report. It's a 4-page report, but I'll go for it. Project background is what is on the question. One, what was the scope of work for phase one of this project? The scope of work for phase one of Emona Sunning Hill Housing Project is as follows. Installation of infrastructure, services, specifications, sanitation, water pump sewage, roads, blacktop road as per municipal standards, stormwater, pipe stormwater drainage, water, semi-pressure water recirculation, electricity, prepaid connection to every site. Construction of top structure specification, raft foundation and floor slab, concrete hollow block walls, steel window frames, wooden doors and steel frames for roof tiles. The project comprises of 40 square meter freestanding structures and double-story units. The levels of service approved in this project technically complies with the acceptable levels within the municipal area with the norms and standards. The contract for service started on the 28th August 2018 and it was completed on the 24th October 2018. The construction of top structure commenced on the 3rd December 2018 and completed in February 2022. 2.1. Has the construction of sewer service including tie-in into main municipal line been completed successfully? If not, why not? The installation of sewer recirculation has been completed and handed over the wastewater operations network. 2.2. Has the construction of water service including tie-in into main municipal line been finalized? If not, why not? The installation of water recirculation has been completed and handed over water operations. Question 2.3. Has the construction of stormwater management system, roads, platform, and attenuation ponds been completed successfully? If not, why not? The construction of stormwater management system, i.e. roads, platforms, and attenuation ponds have been completed and the construction was done as per the approved stormwater management plan of the projects. Question 3.1. Of the total 250 sites provided for phase one, how many have been completed? A total of 250 sites have been fully serviced and the construction of 250 top structure units has been completed. Question 4. How many units have been illegally invaded and what is the city's law enforcement progress? A total of 16 units have been invaded and the matter is with eThekwini Legal Department. An attorney has been appointed to take the matter to High Court to be granted a court order to evict illegal occupants and also protect the greenfield portion of this project from being invaded. Question 5. How much has this project cost this city to date? The total cost spent on this project is as follows. Infrastructure, 20,096,893.67 excluding VAT. Top structure, 27,520,491.55 excluding VAT. How many more phases will be developed or is the development finalized? The project has a total yield of 1082 units and the project has been phased as follows. Phase 1A, 250 units, that's what's been completed. Phase 1B is 355 units, has not commenced. Phase 1C will be 253 units that has not commenced. Phase 2A will have 150 units that has not commenced. Phase 2B will have 310 units that has not commenced as well. The other phases will commence once capacity is available on the existing wastewater infrastructure. Wastewater design has commenced with upgrading of the existing infrastructure. Question 7, when will the following be finalized? 7.1, eradication of JoJo tanks and water tankers. The eradication of JoJo tanks will only be eradicated once the upgrade of the Emona reservoir is complete. The upgrading of the reservoir has commenced and it is anticipated to be completed in February 2023. Question 7.2, sanitation and plumbing. Sanitation and plumbing for phase 1, 250 units has been completed. Question 7.3, structural defects and cracks. There are no structural defects and cracks in the houses that have been constructed in this project. All the units were inspected and signed off before handing over the approved beneficiaries. Question 8.1, what is the extent of the demos area on this site? The Omana Sunning Hill housing project is not covered by the current demos layer, meaning there is no demos identified under Omana Sunning Hill project. The minor demos revision is done annually depending on new information that is received, such as species, data, condition of vegetation, and environmental assessment reports, and if there have been formal approved development applications. 8.2, when last